What do you say then? So if we talk about the ease of doing something because it's repeated, what do you say then to parents who have the notion that I've told my kids enough time for them to know what I want them to do? So if they're doing the opposite, it's because they're doing it on purpose.
Well, they might be. I mean, that's a broken system. So if you're continually telling your child to do something and they're continually not doing it, they probably are not doing it on purpose because they don't value what you're asking them to do. If they valued it, then they would do it. And you can't force somebody to value it. Your job as a parent there is to try to figure out why they're not valuing it and to try to come around, get on their side with them, problem solve, say, this is something I need you to do. I understand you do not value it, as evidenced by your behavior in not doing it every time I ask you. We need to figure out a way that you can do it. Let me help you figure this out. This is going to be the dishes. This is going to be not leaving their shoes on the floor. Sometimes this is accidental, but even accidental behavior, right, is based on that you don't value whatever it is underneath it. And this idea of a value system can be hard because sometimes our kids' value systems are going to be different than ours, right? And so you have to make a judgment call. Is this a moral thing that if I feel like it is compelled, the kid is compelled to do it? Or is this something that there can be some choice here? So if you have a problem putting your shoes in the shoe bin and I have a problem with you having them on the floor every day, what is middle ground? What is it about the shoe bin that you can't do? Is it that it has a lid? Like, can you hang them up? Can you keep them outside? Like, this is where this creative kind of, what is the problem underlying the inability to follow through on the child's behalf? I don't think, like, from my experience with kids, it doesn't seem like most times when this happens, it's about the parent at all. They're not doing it not to disobey you or to get in your face, right? They're doing it just because they don't value the same things that you value. And so understanding that it's not about you as the parent, right, is really important in terms of trying to come up with a system that both parties are comfortable with. And for people who are used to controlling top down, this is hard. Because you don't want to ask the very person who's disobeying you to weigh in with feedback on how to make it easier for them. That's a really hard thing. But if you can do it in the small things, like the shoes, when you have a kid who's 16 and not coming home at night because you think they might be hanging out with the wrong people, that situation is now much easier because you did this when they were little with the shoes and not putting the shoes where they're supposed to go.